Well, now it's working. For some reason, my document camera was not wanting to come on, but now it is. So I hope everybody can join me today. Technology is sometimes not my friend. So I was hoping some people will be able to pop on today because I've got to make a decision. It's Friday on the fly. I'm Donna with AK Gal Stamps. And I'm AK Gal Stamps because I'm originally from Alaska. I lived there the first 25 years of my life, but I am in Springfield, Ohio. Quite a change. So I've got some scraps here, which we'll get started on in just a bit. If you end up liking this video, I'd love it if you gave me a thumbs up. If you really like it, subscribe. And if you're crazy about it, share it. I love to have more people craft with us. So I did want to mention that there is a 15% sale going on all of our in colors. So you can get the in colors up through the last day of August, 15% off, which is a great deal. Let's see, and I've also got a 12 Days of Christmas coming up October 1st. If you want to take part in that and get the 12 kits, all you need to do is make a $70 purchase in my online store. We all know we need more stuff. And our new mini catalog is coming out on September 3rd. And it has fall and all that kind of good stuff in it. And Christmas. So that's coming up, and that's what I'll be featuring in my 12 Days of Christmas is all new product. And if you don't need any more, or you've gotten everything, you're a demonstrator, maybe you got your early stuff, whatever. If you can do this with my kits with just send me $40. I do PayPal and cash, and people that I know can give me check. But $40 and I'll mail it to you, and it'll give you the 12 kits with all the scoring, cutting. I'll give you half a pack of embellishments, which these are the embellishments that you'll get. You'll get half a pack of that. And I'll give you die cuts as long as it's not something that corresponds with a stamped image, because I cannot send you stamped images. You'll have to use your own. Excuse me. I will have measurements and directions that I will send you also, so you'll be able to have those. So that is all due by the 15th of September so that I can mail everything out on the 16th. I've got lots of kits made. So I'm wondering which we should do today. We're doing Friday on the fly, and I like to have people choose. I've got this DSP. It's the Beautiful Gallery. I'm using the back side of most for these strips, but I've got that. And then I also cut up another pack that is new and upcoming, and it is Christmas Tags and More, which is this right here. And of course, these are all double-sided, but I'm not sure which I should make. Should I make a Christmas, or should I do the beautiful scenery paper? And I'm hoping that some folks would be on to help me make a decision. So, well, I am probably going to go with this pretty paper. And scraps, these are literally scraps from my paper. I've got like a full packs, and then I have this thing that's full of scraps. And this DSP, this second layer, or this cardstock, is only 4 inches. So you don't want anything longer than 4 inches. And then you can cut them in 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1 inch, 1 1/4, whatever you would like to do. But you make these strips. And I have a bunch of them. So I am going to get started on this. I use, for this card, I pulled out the, where is it? Spotlight on Nature. Right here. Spotlight on Nature. I believe this is on Last Chance. It has great dies. You got 2 sets here of dies, all circles. And then the red rubber, which our Stampin' Up! Is doing away with red rubber. So I've got that. I've got some iridescent faceted gems, which are also on Last Chance. I just love these. I have so many packs of these. And then I'm using the Damask embossing folder. And this is Lost Lagoon. And like I said, this is the Beautiful Gallery DSP. So what you need to do, I always like to lay out things first, to kind of get an idea of how I want these things. And they, like I said, these are varied widths and varied heights. Okay. So I am just laying these down. Let's see. Do I want this one? Is that longer? That's longer. Okay. That's good. That's the same size. We don't want that. This is a little shorter, so we'll do this one. And then this one. And then this one. So you glue these all down just like this. Okay, so I kind of laid those out so I know how I want it, what placement I want them. And I'm using my liquid glue. I'm just going to lay these down. Now I've also done cardstock, so I've also used that. I'll show you some other samples that I did with DSP and cardstock. But this is I really like this. I think I saw this on Instagram with, oops, that moved, with Kylie Bartucci. Nuts. This went over. Nuts. It's amazing. That's the one bad thing, I guess, about glue sometimes is it will slide around. This is going to be embossed, so it's okay. It is okay if it messes up because it will not be seen. Let's see. Now we'll put this on there. Do you listen to music when you craft? I generally listen to TV. Like I have a movie on. That's why sometimes I can watch a movie for 3 times because I haven't really watched it the first couple of times. I have listened to a book, but then, of course, I'm not paying as much of attention, so I don't really like that. So I'd rather do a movie where I can just play it again and again and again. Well, I could do that with an audiobook too, I guess, huh? I had a lot of fun with my book club this summer, and we're finishing up next Tuesday. We're going to meet for brunch. Let's see. And then this one. Isn't that pretty? I just chose the other side that was, I didn't want it to be too distracting. I didn't want something that was very distracting. So let's see. We're going to use some scissors here, and I'm just going to cut off this edge. You could stamp on this design if you wanted to. You could, if it was like cardstock, you could just stamp on this, put your leaves or images. If it was not something that would draw your attention away, you could totally stamp on this. But I am using another focal point, so I'm going to use something else. And I'm going to emboss this. So we'll come over next to me and we will emboss this one. I love embossing. I have a hard time not embossing things. I think I'm usually at my card gatherings. It's not unusual for me to have every single card. That's not enough. Let's get this plastic mat under here. This folder's a little thinner. But I don't know if you all like embossing, but I do. I don't do as much heat embossing. I like it, but I don't use it. Okay. So this is what that looks like. Can you see the embossing on that? It's very subtle, but very pretty. That's going to go right there. And do I have any teal ribbon? I don't think I have any more left. So I need to look at that, I guess. So let's see. We're going to glue this on top of here. Ooh, that's got a little bit on the side there. That's why I was probably a little crooked. But honestly, why I can't get that is just a hair off. Just a hair. Let's just glue this on. You could put dimensionals on this too to pop it up, but I'm going to use dimensionals on the top. So we're going to do this. I think like that. Yeah. Okay. And then I die cut a circle. I use this size. And then the next page I used the next smaller with the little dots and dashes. I didn't want it to be too feminine. This could be a male or a female card. You just never know. I wonder if that would look good like that. Possibly. That might possibly look good. Now I'm going to use the stamp Dear Friend. If I can fit it on there, we shall see. Or no, I could do thanks, but I don't think Dear Friend's going to fit, is it? If I put it on a strip of paper, it might. Let's see what I have. Do I have something that I can stamp on and then trim it off? We will see how this works. And I'm going to use Lost Lagoon. As that's my color of choice for this card. I want it a little bigger than my circle, so that's okay. Let us see. That looks nice. Clean that off. And we need to move this stuff over to the other side of the room. So we need to trim this just a little bit, and I'm going to use my paper trimmer. Let's see, we'll put that down there. What is that? We'll see how that is. Will that fit? I think that works. I think that works. Okay, so we're going to I don't know that I want to do that because I want this to go across here. And I think I'm going to use some dark teal just around the edges a little bit. Just giving it a little bit of color. This is going to go on here. This is just a super easy card, and it's great for scraps. So we got that. Wonder if I could take a. I bet you if I trim this, it's going to get messed up. Just watch. Just watch. Let's see if I can do it. Took a little bit off. I'm surprised I could do that. I'm surprised I didn't mess it up. Okay, we're going to take the end off, a skosh off the end. I really would like just a little bit of the bottom off, but I'm afraid I'm going to cut that tail off of the F. That's my problem. I wonder. Last night we went to a concert with my BFF and my husband, and we went to Happy Together tour. Okay, I like that. Maybe that might just work. So we saw old groups. Now I'm from I was born in '62, and a lot of these groups were from the early '60s, and I honestly didn't even listen to music until I was probably in middle school. That's when I got my first record player, I think. You know what I need? I think I need some ink on this too. Just around the edges, huh? Let's see how that works. Try not to get too much. But then we can do this like this, pop this up. Anyways, we went to this concert. It was really good. A lot of the groups I wasn't familiar with. Some of them I'd never even heard of. But I did recognize a song here or there from something my parents might have played on the radio or something. But it was good. It was really good. Granted, I mean, most of the people that were there were probably 60 and over, which that's me. I'm 63, but yeah, that wasn't necessarily my thing. I'm more a mid 70s music. So there is that. I like that. I'm using these iridescent gems. I feel like if I had some, can I get that off my fingernail? If I had some twine, I think that would work well on here. And the inside is just going to be a leaf that I really like. Just need a block for it. There's that. And the teal. Got a hair on there. I'm going to stamp that off. Very light. That works. And I'm going to put that on the inside. Oh, we probably need to do some more ink. This is, let's see, do I have the right one? Yeah, the other one's light. So this one's for Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon. Oh, I got finger on there. Nuts. I'm going to have to put something on there. Don't you hate that when that happens? And I got it again. Oh my gosh. My hands. I don't know where they're coming, getting all the ink. Let's move this away. We will fix this. There's always a way to fix, right? Okay, so there's that. And we will get, they have like a, I don't know what this is called. But I like this, and this is great for this. So there you go. That helps, right? That helps. That covers that up a little bit. So we will put that on the inside of our card with a little bit of glue. Easy peasy card. I'll show you what it looks like with doing just cardstock, because this is all just scrap pieces of paper. This one's DSP. Okay. And this one, I'll move that out of the way. So I made that. This one I did yesterday with cardstock scrap paper that I stamped on. After I put it on this vanilla base, I stamped on it and then I embossed it. I think that's kind of cool. That's using the Amber Autumn. And then this was my very first one that I used with the, what is it called? It's the, from the Arches, Everyday Skies. So I used the scrap from that. I had originally stamped on it, but I wasn't pleased with how it looked, so I ended up stamping and dyeing on this retired set that is a keeper for crafting. And so I used that. And I like that. I could give that to several people. So I hope you give this scrap card a try and post it on my Facebook page where I post this video. I'd love to see what you made. And again, if you don't know me, I am Donna with AK Gal Stamps. And if you need any help with any stamping needs, I would love to help you. But just watch for encouragement and some ideas. I try and share a lot of things. So I hope you have a great Friday. And I will see you Monday. Have a great weekend.